Hello and welcome back to the colony of Mia and English. Last time we were attacked once again by something absolutely terrible. Personally, I don't understand why the entirety of the world hates our colony, but I mean, I'm not going to argue with the entirety of the world because, you know, usually the entirety of the world wins in those sorts of arguments. It doesn't end well for us. Anyway, we were attacked by a giant elephant and it was the worst. I think it was Young. Yeah, Young was severely injured in it. However, he has apparently fully recovered at this point. So, and, ooh, he's also decided to butcher a raccoon. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but Young, you better get to it. We need all the foods we can get. So, we've managed to basically, I think, fix everything that was destroyed in the terrible fire outside of the museum. Unfortunately, for now, the museum shall remain broken in a testament to Robbles in his current broken state. I was about to point at his sarcophagus, but then I remembered. His entire body was burnt into nothing. The sad life. Young, do you have a weapon? Pick up your rifle again. Come on now. So what do we need to get on? Looks like we've got heaters in basically all of the sleeping rooms. We're going to need to build a couple more rooms off of here, and then, I don't know. I mean, we're not in a bad position. We have 33 meals, and we have just, that is absurd quantities of meat sitting out here, and it's all frozen solid, which is perfect. I mean, I don't know if that's going to taste good later. Pretty sure it's going to have terrible freezer burn, but I'm pretty sure, last I checked, freezer burn is better, 90% better than starving overall, so I think they'll be fine with it. What we do need to do is find ourselves some more compacted steel, like this stuff up here. That's perfect. Let's get some work orders out on this. People, we must mine up all the steel we can possibly get, because unfortunately it seems as though a large quantity of our steel was destroyed during the fire. I don't know how a fire manages to so thoroughly destroy steel. You would think you could just, like, you know... Oh, well, I guess it's all in this form now. These disgusting steel slag chunks. What are we gonna do with these? I mean, let's look at research for a second, because there's gotta be something we can research to work these out. Oh, smithing. I mean, if I have to level with you, smithing is probably what's gonna fix the situation, actually. That'd be nice. But we need to get people to actually do research. English, what are your jobs around here? I know... Oh, there are a ton of people who can research stuff. Okay. We need a dedicated researcher. The professor scientist of the group shall be Nose the Sailor, who will not only be a great artiste, but also a great researcher. So we're going to turn off basically everything that isn't research or isn't important. I mean, this will also basically make the Nose a dedicated janitor when she's not doing research, which would be quite useful because I don't know if you noticed, but there is blood in the living room. There's blood in the kitchen, which is not actually that weird. I mean, blood in the kitchen is kind of okay. I guess there should be some quantity of blood there, but maybe not strewn all over the floor. I mean, who was the last one working in there? It was Young, wasn't it? It was Young, because he butchered a raccoon. That is not acceptable. I mean, you gotta work a bit cleaner than that. Now it's all disgusting. It's gonna get bacteria in the food. People are gonna die of, like, cholera. Probably not cholera, but I'm sure they'll die of something terrible because, I mean, that's just how life goes out here. In the very least, we are basically back up to shape. Okay, where is the Nose anyway? What are you doing? You're carrying 75 pieces of steel. Hey, look! Ship chunks! We're gonna take these apart. We're gonna take them apart, get some components, get some steel. It's gonna be great. The Nose, I don't know if you can do that, but I'm officially calling you the ship deconstructor. Oh, no, never mind. It appears that English has decided to take up that mantle herself. English, do you know anything about starships? How can you be expected to tear apart ship chunks if you don't know anything about starships? Let's take a look. What does she know about this? She was a frightened child in her childhood, which might explain quite a bit because she's a weird one, I gotta say. She's age 80. Oh my word. I mean, she's chronologically age 766, but she was in cryosleep for a while. She's age 80. That is absurd. English, you're going to become a massive liability to the overall colony soon enough. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but living as an 80-year-old out in this terrible, unforgiving wilderness doesn't seem like the best idea. I feel like she's going to start dragging people down. She's going to get, like, joint pains. What's this? Cargo pods? Oh, they've landed right here, and it appears there's large quantities of insect meat. That is disgusting. I did not want that. Who sent a shipment of insect meat to our colony? Look, we have more than enough meat as is. Actually, if you look at it, we might have over 1,000 pieces of meat, which is, oh my word, that's crazy, actually. That's a lot of meat. I don't know if we'll be able to eat all this meat or if it'll get destroyed at some point. I mean, it's all frozen, so I guess it won't ever spoil, so I guess we're just set for, like, the rest of our existence. Oh, what's this? The black landmines are gonna raid us, and they appear to have an Uzi. And what's that? Is that a rifle? That's a pump shotgun. It's worse than a rifle. My friends, you will all have to be immediately drafted into the military. Get to the defense of the colony! We don't have much time before they descend upon us and try to feast upon our flesh like disgusting little vultures. Which is 7% chance what these guys are gonna do. Oh man, Nose. I will tell you this. Nose is gonna get a much better weapon if we do manage to take these guys down. Because, oh no, there's even more of them. They've got grenades. They have grenades. Take down the grenade launcher! We've already learned how terrible grenade people are. They are basically the worst thing ever. So if we can take them down, we should, you know, be in a slightly better situation than we were previously. Okay, how's this gonna work? We don't want anyone to be too close together. Because, oh! English! What are you, some sort of, like, crack marksman? She just straight up killed that guy in one shot. Oh, I said an 80-year-old wouldn't be able to survive out here. Ends up, it seems like, you know, an 80-year-old's going to be perfectly fine. Damsel! Damsel's been shot by a submachine gun Uzi situation. Oh, where's the third person? Oh, they're running at Young. Mia, you're going to have to run through a hail of bullets to try to take Pete down, because Pete is officially trying to kill Mr. Young there. And by the way, I would like to note that they are also trying to kill Damsel. Damsel! She's in a bad situation. Take him down. Don't let him run. They tried to kill Damsel. That's not acceptable. You do not try to kill Damsel. The Nose, you're undrafted. You're going to have to save Damsel immediately. She's way too important. Yes. Oh, yes, we got him. Glass, the herbalist, trying to be glasses but not being as... Hey, check out all this steel. I didn't know all this steel was sitting out here. Anyway, okay, that's off track. As I was saying, Glass, trying to impersonate Glasses, clearly by his name, has been shot down before he managed to actually escape. And you'd say at this point, well, we're going to take him hostage because we're right and civilized people, correct? No, wrong, actually. We are not right and civilized people, thank you very much. We are going to beat Glasses to death, mostly because of what he did to poor Damsel. Melee attack Glass the herbalist to death. I swear, if he continues to survive, I will have coarse words with you, Glasses. My goodness. What a life this is. Oh, I'm sorry. Coarse words with you, English. Glasses is technically dead, so I can't have coarse words with him. English, you're not going to have, like, bad thoughts from doing this, will you? Because, I mean, Robbles never had bad thoughts when he had to melee kill people. I would note that, Robbles was very good at melee killing people and having basically no remorse for the situation, which I would say is a pretty good thing, because we need someone to do the dirty work around here. If it's going to be English now, I think that's probably actually the best move. I mean, if you think about it, English is already like 80 years old, so she's not going to have a long time to have to deal with the terrible PTSD that will come out of like strangling 17 people just, you know, on the ground dead who are completely defenseless. So, I mean, if Lucky were to do that, Lucky clearly being a nice 20-year-old member of the colony, he would have a pretty hard time later in life because he'd be all like, oh my word, I managed to slaughter like 700 of my enemies even though they couldn't defend themselves. But English, on the other hand, she's just, you know, she's thinking right now, I had to do it. It was what needed to be done. She's gonna, in like 5 years' time, think I didn't need to kill him. Didn't have to happen, and then she'll die. I think it's the best situation we can ask for. Young, your job's not done, thank you very much. You are going to have to take all of the bodies of the dead people into that room, thank you very much. The death hut needs more victims. Oh, it is getting to be a pretty solid death hut. I mean, I wish all of those bodies hadn't, like, burnt up in the fire, because the death hut would look so much better. What is this? Muffalo wool? That's amazing. A cargo pod dropped muffalo wool on us. That is 700 times better than insect meat. Like, I can't even right now. Oh, damsel is no longer incapable of walking. How are you feeling, damsel? Apparently, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gunshot wounds. She's not been treated for basically any of them, but she seems capable of walking. I mean, her left kidney is in some pretty bad shape. I don't know how Damsel's going to feel about this. We're probably going to have to give Damsel some medical attention with herbal medicine. I mean, I'd set Damsel to not take herbal medicine previously. Oh, okay, fine. I see how it is. It appears that English has decided to use our only herbal medicine on Young. Young, you only got hit with a club, like, twice. Oh, okay. I take it back. You were shot with a sniper rifle. I find that situation very suspicious, because it just so happens that none of our enemies happen to have had a sniper rifle. But you know who does have a sniper rifle? Lots of our soldiers. What is this? Slighted, chit-chatted, insulted. Wow. He does not like Lucky. And Lucky doesn't like him either. Wow. Is anyone getting like a minus for having shot him? Doesn't look like it. We're going to have to keep our eyes out because it looks like someone's trying to take down Young. I mean, that's not a good idea because I quite like Young. And if you kill Young, I'm going to feed you to the Megatherium, which I can assure you none of these people are going to enjoy. It is a pretty terrible fate. Well, in the very least, we managed to survive that raid. Actually, quite expertly because of English's amazing crack shot. That was just on a whole different level. Never seen shooting that good. I mean, I think there was one time maybe that we saw shooting that good, but no, that was where it's at. We need to get the chop wood command. I tried to chop wood by mining it. I tried to chop wood by gathering plants, and none of those are accurate. You have to just chop the wood with the chop wood command. Come on now. The nose, are you going to pick that up? Nice job. You need to get to research at some point, Nose. I mean, that is basically going to be your only useful use, pretty much, in this colony. I mean, I love that you're a go-getter about all the cutting down trees, but unfortunately, gonna have to ask you to go do some freaking research. We need smithing immediately. It's very important. I mean, if we can turn all these steel chunk slags into steel, and more to the point, get rid of all these steel chunk slags, because they're kind of getting way in the way, that'd be great. Who's in a poor mood? Who is in critically poor moods right now? Just English? Well, English. Look, I told you that you could have PTSD in about like 5 years' time. You can't have PTSD right now. That's not allowed. We will not allow such things. Devil Strand? What is Devil Strand? And why are we getting so many resources from the sky right now? I feel like the RNG gods of this game have just like turned their eyes towards us and been like, you have suffered much in the last few days, having a massive fire followed by absolute destruction on just every level, a terrible elephant rampaging through the colony. You are awarded great resources. And I'm like, oh, thank you very much. I quite enjoy that. That's very nice. And they're like, oh, no. It's all us. It's perfectly fine. That's totally how things went down there. Oh. Well, at the very least, we have another nice and peaceful night in the colony. Nothing's trying to kill anyone. Everyone can sleep in peace for basically the first time ever. Damsel is fully healed from like 17 gunshots, which personally I find to be immensely impressive. Good on you, Damsel. That is crazy. By the way, we took away a ton of home zones during the fire. What's the situation there? Oh, we're gonna need to expand some home zones out here so that we make sure that, of course, we upkeep all of our defensive areas, because our defensive areas happen to be quite important, I would say. Did someone just murder a small animal? I did not order the murdering of a small animal. Unless it was Damsel, you're not allowed to murder small animals. It's perfectly fine if it's Damsel. That's legit. It's still telling us to capture the incapacitated dead person. We killed them like 20 years ago. His body is right there. Glass the herbalist. What was he like? In his childhood, he was a shopkeeper. In his adulthood, he was obviously an herbalist. He was 36 years old, not bad at melee, terrible at shooting. I wonder why they gave him a gun to begin with. He's incapable of firefighting. He's a pyromaniac brawler with a chemical interest. Yeah, I'll admit, it does seem as though he was not the best candidate for bringing into the colony. And I would say his death was acceptable overall. It was probably for the best, I have to say. Probably for the best. Hey, how's that chess table going? You got that done? Oh, nice. Dude, the colonists are gonna love the chess table. Look, they've had to play horseshoes for like a year straight, and that's been their only like reprieve from just building things. But now they get to have intense games of chess with Young, who of course in his youth he was a master chess player, and they're just going to be beat constantly by Young, but everyone's just going to like flip the table every time. That's why we actually designed the wooden chess table to have like a pivot point in the middle, so when you flip the table it just spins around. It looks pretty cool, and I mean it's a lot easier to pick up afterwards because you just have to like stop the table from spinning. And it's going to get spun a lot, I can assure you, because Young, he basically cheats at chess. He's too good. Young, you need to stop being good at chess. It's disgusting. It's making everyone else feel inadequate. My word. Disgusting, Young. Are you insulting people, Lucky? Lucky? Did you just insult someone? How do you feel, English? Tell me. Tell me how you feel. She's insulted. Lucky, why did you directly insult English? She's an 80-year-old woman trying to repair a wall. There's no necessity for that. He's just sad because he tried to be a Bieber lookalike, but he doesn't actually look all that much like Bieber because he's ugly as all heck. It's disgusting. Look, just because you're not good enough. Oh, wait. There's an eclipse right now? So it's not nighttime? I legitimately thought it was nighttime. Apparently it's not night. It's, there's actually an eclipse going on. Okay, fine. I see how it is. I see how it is. Is there not power going to this yet? Oh, we had to reconnect it. I see. Now we've got power running to the kitchen. I think we got power running to basically everything. At least everything we need power running to, which is also basically everything. That's nice. Good, 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 good. Things are running right along. Just so long as, if at all possible, our friend, the Nose, happens to be able to get to research, I think we should be fine. I mean, I'll give it like a 7% chance of continued life overall. We do need to get more lights in the general area, though, because this place is very dark at night. We could even throw one up as a luxury in the walk-in fridge. Because, you know, you don't want to go into a walk-in fridge and find that it's pitch black. I've been in that situation before. It's not the best. You're gonna trip over a bunch of meat, mostly because there's no actual shelves in the walk-in fridge, which is kind of an oversight when you think about it. But, you know, we have limited resources. We can't build everything in the world. Jeez. Anyway, I guess that will bring us, for now, to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we shall continue in the survival of our colony, hopefully. Or we could die a tragic and sad death. I'm really betting on not dying a tragic and sad death, because I don't want that to happen. That'd be terrible. But you never know what's going to go down. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day.